So students, let us continue the chapter understanding laws. In the first module of this chapter we already done do laws apply to all, the rules of law in India during the British period, protest against the arbitrary use of authority by the Britishers. Now the next topic which we have to do is the making of laws in independent India. If we come to independent India, now in independent India's we the Indians now starts making laws for India. Now our representatives began making laws for the country. Our representative means we the people sent the person. What I am saying is that we the common people of India now sending our representatives. Our representative means a person whom we send to Delhi to our parliament who presents our views there. Now that person helps in making the laws for India. Every year our representative pass several new laws as well as they also revise the existing ones. For example, we can take the example of the Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. Before this act, according to Hindu Act, the whole property goes to the son of a Hindu in a Hindu family, while now the property is equal divided to all the persons, means to son, to daughter, and to his wife equally. So this is how we revised the old law. How do new laws come about? The parliament has an important role in making laws in India. It is the superior power of our democratic country. Step by step, let me clear all these things. First of all, there is a meeting of Prime Minister and Cabinet. Basically, this meeting will held in the House of Prime Minister in 7 Race Cross, Delhi, where all these ministers, cabinet ministers and prime minister ready a draft which we know the bill. Now the next step is they introduce this bill in the parliament in any one house, either in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. The bill is basically presented by either by the Prime Minister of India, who is the head of the Lok Sabha and also the head of the government, or by that particular minister from whose department the bill is related. For example, now the bill is present to Lok Sabha. In Lok Sabha, this bill might be passed with a normal majority only, that is the half. Then the bill goes to next house. But in Lok Sabha, we see three readings. The first reading means when the bill is introduced in the parliament. Then there is a second reading. Second reading is the discussion and the debate of that bill. Then comes the third reading when the bill is finalized and there is voting on that bill. So the bill is goes from these three steps: first reading, second reading and third reading. Then the bill is transferred to the next house. Now here the next house is the Rajya Sabha. The same process goes here also. With the normal majority the bill is passed here also, but before that here also we see first reading, then there is a second reading and then there is a third reading. Then the bill is passed from the Rajya Sabha. From here the bill goes directly to the President of India. when the President of India signed that bill, immediately that bill become law and comes into force. So this is how we see that how the bill is making in a parliament. The law play by different organizations, groups, communities in making laws. The first one is Parliament of India, as we already discussed it. Role of citizen. The citizens of India also played a very important role in making laws. We have a very good example of Anna Hazare here, where the Anna Hazare or his teams taking a very nice part. Not only his team, but the country is also taking part in making the new law for Lokpal. Role of media. Media also play a very important role through print media or via electronic media. Through these media spread the views of the laws or the views of the citizens of different communities. It gives voice which can be heard by the government. The steps basically played by this is the debate. We can see debate of all the groups who are making part in the law. For example, when we see debate in news channels for Lokpal, the debate in the debate, the persons who were taking parts are from all sides, from government side, from opposition sides, from team Anna, and from a common man side. A very healthy debate we can see. And if we come to the print media, we see a lot of articles through which we see different views of the people. There are many other organizations and commission like the Women Commission, Human Rights Commissions, and many other commissions, groups, the NGOs, etc. also played a very crucial roles in making the law. Unpopular and controversial laws. Many times the parliament passes laws that turn out to be very unpopular. Sometimes the law can be constitutionally valid and hence legal, but it can be continued to be unpopular and unacceptable to the people because the people of India feel that the intention behind that particular law is totally unfair and harmful. The different we found by different critics on this by the newspapers, TV reports, public meetings, etc. So the laws are the constitutional valid, but the intention of the government is totally wrong, unfair, and harmful. These laws become very unpopular. These laws were criticized by different groups. We can take examples of those laws which become controversial and unpopular. For example, the government of India in the third level, that is the panchayati level, decides for reservation for ST, SC, OBC and women, so that in the panchayat we see the representations of all the communities, all the peoples, which we say the background people or the poor people. This is done by the government on the 73rd amendment in the year 1992. On other hand, for example, by the few governments of Indians, India, the state government of India make laws to control population, that all those people who have only two children, they can take part in elections. So by this law, the first one law, we see more than 10 lakh women are now in politics, or the poor people are in politics. But after making the second law, that is only those peoples who have less than two people can take part in elections. As we see, the 70% population of India lives in villages, and all the people who are living in villages, they have more than two children. So these all peoples are now not able to take part in elections. Means the first law who gives chance to these people to take part in election, the second law is just opposite of it and stop these people to take part in elections. So these types of laws make controversy. They are known as the controversial laws. Later on the government cancel these types of laws. All over we will say that the main motto of the government is to make such type of laws which are helpful for the people of India. So this is how we complete the chapter understanding laws. Any kind of problems and doubt, you can please comment to me. I will definitely reply to you. You can also visit to my blog, which is bipindogra.blogspot.in. Thank you.